Were there other
Mhm.
outside responsibilities that you had that kind of were hard to balance during this time?
Well, work. I'm not working right now because I'm retired. Um, but I've thought about getting a part-time job just because but I've decided to just devote myself to my schooling, kind of like I did in medical school. I really didn't try to work a lot outside of that, and I didn't want a lot of other distractions. And financially, we're able to do that. So, but a lot of the students, my wife said the one thing that's not fair about you talking to this lady is you're not the typical student either, for a lot of reasons. But I said, well, they want to talk to people, so I guess we're going to try to get all sides of it. But a lot of the students worked as well. One of the fellows in my class worked at Lowe's, another one worked at Walmart. Other ones worked other places on the weekends, and so trying to balance those things with the learning was tough too. I think they probably had blocked out 6 hours or so a day at least because they knew they were going to be in class. And so they had been doing that since we started in 2018. But when we went to virtual learning, it's just one more thing kind of added on to um, shuffle up the mix of what you're doing, and just one more thing to try to get a handle on. And you got to make sure you got a computer at home to do that, or else you got to
Right.
try to go into the library. And the library wasn't, in my opinion, wasn't open really as much as it should have been. So I'm glad I had a laptop computer, but I think they probably should have left it open more. But I guess that was partly due to COVID restrictions too. They've got a lot of areas in there right now roped off that you can't even get into because they don't want to go clean them, I guess, after everybody walks over there and touches a book or something. So anyway,
Okay.
I think it's stifled that a little bit. But,
Yeah. So just to wrap up, what's
mhm.
one piece of advice you would give your pre-pandemic self about going to school during COVID?
Um, get more used to using a laptop. I didn't, I bought a laptop, before, I came down here. My daughter and son both have been through college. My daughter's got a graduate degree as well. But, anyway, she said, Dad, you need to go ahead and get you a laptop and kind of get used to using it before you go down there because you may want to look up stuff. And so I thought, okay, that's good. So I did. I didn't have one at home before that. I was able to take my one from work, where I was a physician at home and do my paperwork. A lot of times I would do dictation and stuff at home, or, catch up on paperwork, things I needed to sign off on and stuff like that. So I was used to using it like that. So I probably wasn't totally ignorant of computers, but, I wish I'd kind of taken um, a basic class before I even started it, because I think I would have felt more comfortable. But we really didn't have to write any papers on it, or do any Excel projects or anything like that. So it wasn't really something that I just basically needed a computer I could open up and get on and be on Blackboard with these guys, and so it worked okay. But that's the only thing I guess I would have done in preparation, is just maybe get a little bit more experience with it. But none of us knew it was coming, so we didn't really have that to.
Right. Well, is there anything, that's all we have. Is there anything else you
Okay.
think is important for us to know about going to school during COVID?
No, I don't think so. It's like I
Okay.
said, with the virtual way of learning, I think it's actually, if you could get people on board with that, uh, and to realize that you need to be able to do that, because all knowledge that we get is basically self-taught. We have to read the book and understand it and work out the problems and figure out the formulas and all that ourselves. So it's basically you're teaching yourself, even though you have an instructor. But I think maybe a hybrid form. I guess I wouldn't mind a hybrid form of that if they had to do that again. I didn't think it was that bad, really. But some people, like I told you, the one kid actually dropped out because he said he just didn't want to do this anymore. He signed up to have in-room classes, and so he didn't want to do it any different way than that. So,
Yeah.
but I didn't want to get behind like that. So I didn't even really entertain that, to be honest, because there was plenty of help if you wanted to get help to do it. There were people at the library that would help you to get on, and the instructors were very helpful. Our instructors were helpful in that too. And if people had trouble with it, they were more than willing to you know, call you and walk you through it or that. So I felt like
Mhm.
people really pitched in and tried to do everything they could to do it. It's
That's
an interesting research project. I take my hat off to you guys. I think it's going to be cool to see what you find out.
yeah.
It's neat.
Uh,
I guess that's
thank-
one reason I wanted to sign up for. I thought that's a cool idea. Yeah. So.
well, thank you for participating. We are
Mhm.
we really appreciate your time.
You're
And yeah,
welcome.
we're excited for the next, the publications and more of our research.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
is the email address I've been emailing a good one for the thank you gift card?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
Skype.
Well,
Yeah, that's it.
okay. Well, thank you
Thank you
very
very
much.
much.
Have a great Friday and a wonderful weekend.
Okay, you guys too. Thank you. And
Much appreciated.
so thank you. We're thinking about going to work in North Carolina, so we're not going to be too far. My wife used to work in South Carolina, in Lancaster, South Carolina, just south of
Yeah.
Charlotte, North Carolina, and we may be going over to Shelby, North Carolina, to work in aviation. So we're headed your all's way.
Shelby's a really nice place. I've
It's
been quite a few times.
Yeah, we like the weather in that area, and we like to go to the beach, and we also like not too far from the mountains. So we think that's maybe a good area. But thank you guys, and it was very pleasant talking to you and everything. And talk to you later, I guess.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. I don't know how to turn it off.
I'll get
okay, I
it.
see it.
No problem.
Okay. I see the leave button now.
Okay.